She said, what is a Fibonacci sequence, and how is it used in real life?
The Fibonacci sequence is a mathematical sequence used widely in the natural and human worlds. From sunflowers to Greek architecture, the Fibonacci sequence is a very useful tool.
She said, that is very interesting. Since my favorite food is sunflowers, could you talk more about how the math is represented in them?
Sure, there's a wide variety of things to talk about with sunflowers. It's no coincidence that sunflower seeds always develop into two spirals. For a sunflower, producing the most seeds is key, and the way to do that is to fill up the most space. This space-filling practice develops into two spirals that represent the Fibonacci sequence. It's not just sunflowers that show up in, though. You can also see this curve in things like snail shells, pine cones, pineapples, and seashells.
So that seems really complicated. Is there something like an equation that can make this easier?
Yeah, the equation that represents the Fibonacci sequence is a sub n plus 1 equals a sub n plus 1 plus a sub n minus 1. But that probably makes it seem really complicated, but in reality it makes it much simpler. See, part of what makes math so amazing is the idea of formulas and equations. That is truly what gives math the structure that it has. Think of a building. What would you say the first step in building that building is? What gives that building the ability to be amazing? In other words, what gives the designers the ability to build it?
Well, that's probably the design of blueprints, right?
Yeah, so think about the equations and formulas as the blueprints of a mathematical line. The formula is what gives the line the ability to be great.
That's quite amazing.
I like to think so. All in all, the Fibonacci sequence is a very useful tool in determining patterns in nature. Furthermore, it is one that can be used in many different situations. I hope that I've answered all your questions and more.
Well, thank you for your time.